What I'm about to tell you, I think you can use as a metric for how much a creator actually cares for something they're creating. Remember when the SJW comic pros keep getting told that, oh, you need to advertise your own books? I look at your Twitter and Facebook accounts and you don't even mention the projects you're working on. What the hell? And then they try to claim, oh, but that's my personal account, not my work account. Like, then why do you have your employer in your fucking bio? Do you think anyone's following Dan Slott for Dan Slott? No. They're following Dan Slott because he works at Marvel. That's the only reason he has people following him. And yet he refuses. And all these SJW comic pros refuse to even talk about their own projects that they're working on. Or if they do, it's like one mention that, oh yeah, this is launching today. And that's it. And they get so butthurt too when some of the smarter pros tell them, hey, you need to be interacting with your fans. You need to be talking about your own project. You need to be marketing and advertising your own books. And so what do they say? Yeah, then they just turn around and say, we can't do that. That's the publisher's job. I can't believe you expect me to advertise my own work. I don't have the time for that. I can't advertise my own work and be a creative at the same time. If I was expected to go out and advertise my own book, I wouldn't have the time to write it or illustrate it. Yeah, if you really want me slipping my schedule, releasing like 20 pages every 3 months, ooh, sure, yeah, then I could advertise my own book. And we know they're full of shit. We know. I know most of you have already figured this out too, because the same people who are claiming with a straight face that they don't have the time to advertise their own books because they're too busy working on them, these same people are on Twitter 16 hours a day arguing with their fans, calling them Nazis, calling them alt-right, blocking people. And then they tell us with a straight face they don't have the time? Motherfucker, if the time you spend being antagonistic to your own fans and customers, you spent shilling your products, you'd probably be selling 10 times as much as you are. I really don't understand, like, what the hell is wrong with these people? And that just shows how little they care about what they're working on. Because I care about Blade Devil. I have to stop myself from talking about this. If I don't stop myself, I'm going to overshill, and you guys are going to be sick and tired of it and burnt out on it before the project even launches. So I'm sitting here having to hold back talking about my own product. I have to shill in moderation so as to not get too damn annoying. And these privileged ass motherfuckers are actually offended that someone dare suggest that they actually advertise their own projects. What the hell is wrong with them? If they truly cared about what they were working on, they wouldn't be able to stop talking about it either. If they really cared, if they thought it was the best thing ever, they'd want to tell everyone else how fucking awesome it is and why they should buy it. You know, I don't understand these damn NPCs. I have to stop myself from talking about my project. I can't resist the urge to talk about my project, and they can't be bothered to. So I hope that this passion is going to reach you guys, and we can show it to them via shekels as well. I really do. But next year, man, shooting for March. But we'll see what happens. We want to make damn sure we don't pull a Zoe Quinn on you, though. And that's it. It was a risk. I mean, we're basically both working for quote-unquote free right now. I'm actually spending money on this that, thankfully, from the super chats, that's making up a bunch of it. So you guys, again, like Division Comics says, supporting original content. Yeah, thank you for that. We're aiming to have most of the projects done before we launch the campaign. just because we need to, because there's so many scammers like Zoe Quinn out there who just take the money and run. So we actually have to have like 19 finished pages to show and say, hey, look, we already have this much done. We actually have more done. We just can't show you anymore because there's massive spoilers after that. Yeah, no, this is all complete as the campaign starts. We have to go through all this effort because these NPCs keep ruining it and making it more difficult. But once we pull through, though, man, I hope that light at the end of the tunnel isn't an oncoming train, is all I'm gonna say. Yeah, Ethan is another example. He could not shut the fuck up about Cyberfrog. You could tell how much he really cared about it. And it's well on its way to making $1 million. You could clearly tell that Ethan really cared about his project. He shilled the fuck out of it. You could tell in his voice that he really cared. And that reached his audience. And meanwhile, again, all these SJW comic pros think, I can't believe you expect me to talk about my own book. How dare you, sir? How dare you? Well, as Comicsgate is on the way up, you're on the way down and soon out of the industry. So let's see how well that works out for you.